Yo, crypto nation and mining family, what's going on? What up, what up, what up? You got your home doge over here, of course, myself, Nemesis. Yo, what's going on, all you happy hashers out there? There will be no Mikkel tonight. He's got this thing, he's using this like excuse from this book of Mikkel called I have to do family things. Psh, like we're not family. Psh, psh. We don't need him. No, just kidding. No, just kidding. Gotta give him a hard time, right? Right? What is going on, everybody? Definitely smash that lizardy like button as you come sliding on in here. Especially those of us that are still sitting here, still mining what looks like to be into the next bear market. Yo! What's up? What's up? Retro Mike. Disown McKill. That's it. Ban. Hashtag ban. It's called the DogeLord defense. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh, that's awesome. What's up, Automatic Beats? What's going on, Golden Wolf? What up, Gandhi? He's like, ha, the family mine. Mm-hmm. Yep. What? He's using, like, excuse that he's got a family outside of the family mine. Psh. Psh. Who does that? Like Greta. How dare you? What's going on, everybody? I hope everybody's had a great week, guys. I know Mikkel is it's like left-handed cigarettes every day. He's like picks for proof. Yeah, right. Who else is mining Feathercoin? Just me. I think so, my dude. I think you're the only one. I mean, you know, it's like you're a Rito whale, and you're you're mining Feathercoin. It's like launching my 2018 flight sheets. Oh my God, what's going on, Crypto Hunter? What's up? What's up? I know. I think everybody's been sitting here kind of flip-flopping around trying to figure out, you know, where they can put their rigs that are going to either earn them a coin that they, you know, or earn coin in a project you believe in. That's one path you can go down. The other path you can go down is you're going to try to figure out whatever's going to earn you the most fiat, and, you know, you're going to be a fiat miner. Or you're going to be mining whatever is going to get you the most amount of that sweet Bizzity Bitcoin. And that's pretty much the direction that I chose. Is I don't care whatever I mine as long as it's earning me more Bitcoin. And the more Bitcoin I can earn, the better off I am. So I mean, everybody's got their own thing. I'm a lot of these crypto projects, as you guys know, I really don't believe in, do not care about them. It's been around enough times that it seems like I'm seeing the next wave of the same thing coming out. Oh, we could do this one little thing a little better than the last time. It's like, yawn, you're not giving any new products here that's going to really change anything. It's like I did some analysis today on coins between now and 2018 bear market. Did you know that there were over 25,000 new cryptos released since February 2018? Yes, I do. I remember when there was how many shit coins were out there? I want to say it was. I'm trying to remember whenever I first got involved, it was under 4,000 different cryptocurrencies out there. I remember watching it go over 10,000, and I was just like, why? And I'm sitting here going, these developers can sit there and can join with other developers to make a much better product. But they're all too busy trying to do their cash grabs. You got a bunch of them that were just scam coins getting launched out. It's just been a shit show, really. At the end of the day, it's been pretty bad. But yeah, I do know that there was over 20,000 new coins since I've been involved in the crypto. It's like, oh my lord. It's like I remember back in 2017, every night would lay in bed with my Surface tablet, go through the daily new announcement threads. It's like I just want to find something newish that has great use case and good team with good yield. Don't worry about yield. Just worry about the two other things. If you're looking at something in those terms, you want something that's got a good team behind it and a use case. And me, I go a few steps further. I want a fair launch, no pre-mine, no ICO. I want it to be a core QT wallet that is also a node. And I would like to be able to mine to my own node as, you know. I mean, what else is there to really ask? So I mean, it's like, you want a bird mascot? No pit. No. It's like a lot of these coins are just, you know, they're just rinse and repeat of old things kind of coming back, that they tweaked one little thing, so now it's something new. It's like, no, you guys are doing the same thing over again. You know, it's like, you want proof of storage? We've already had that. You know, it was what was it? It was a Filecoin. You know, in with what was that? Was that burst mining? Where it was proof of storage. I mean, we've seen a lot of these coins just kind of come and go if you've been here long enough, and it's just like, until something exciting comes out that's new, I'm just looking to mine it and get Bitcoin. I mean, that's just me. That is me, and I really don't care to hold on to these coins. So I'm not trying to hurt anybody's feelings with it. Everybody's got their own thing. You want to hold on to one of those coins because you're like, yo, I like this project. More power to you. But moving right on along with some of this stuff, we're gonna do things my style today, guys, because I don't have a co-partner today. It is just me, guys. So bam. So we have let's see here. Oop, that was the wrong thumbnail I was supposed to be on. There we go. The RDX 4070 is a launch date has now been leaked out. So we are looking at April. Looks like April 13th. That they, you know, the leak has come out. That we're gonna be looking at getting a 4070, guys. So if you guys are looking for lower tier product stack stuff, because the price will come down on these might be right up your alley. If this is if you're trying to get yourself some more RTX cards for mining or gaming or whatnot. You know, it's like, and then we're also going to be having the 4060 Ti coming out here soon. So if you're trying to get more budget friendly, that's going to have, you know, just that all around good performance, but not top tier performance, you're going to be wanting to wait until the 4060 Ti comes out. It sucks that they're slow rolling all this stuff out, because it's like, you know, people who have a smaller budget are being forced to wait if they're, you know, if they're trying to upgrade, let's say, off of their old 1060 Ti or their old 1070 Ti. You know, somebody like that, you know, they're going to be waiting even longer to be able to upgrade if they were trying to upgrade at this point in time. But either way, we all know how you know, if you have the numbers for the 4080, you know, you can just kind of cut down the performance by about 20-ish%, and you'd be in the ballpark of where your performance is going to be mining lower in the products tier stacks. So it's usually been a rule of thumb is about a 20% difference. It's nothing really crazy in performance side of it, but it does start dropping your wattage. And what we all know that whenever we're trying to mine here, we're trying to be power efficient, for our location. So if you've only got so big of an amp panel, like you've only got a one circuit for of 240 for mining, well, then you're going to want to hold off for this 4060 Ti, due to the fact that these will have lower wattage on there. The price of them will be a little bit lower, and you'll be able to deploy a few more of these versus your top tier cards, and actually, be able to expand onto that and get a little bit more performance for the same dollar as getting the top tier stuff. So if you're trying to expand out, instead of getting a 4090, you can get a couple of 4060 Ti's and get relative performance, and you're not, you're able to dollar cost average and slow roll into it versus having to have all that money right up front. I don't know about you, but I'm not a baller. So it's like if I was wanting to build out a rig or a gaming PC, I would probably be even looking at this 4060 Ti. To me, it's not about the ray tracing. I don't have 4K monitors. It's like, so I'm not pushing a super resolution. And you know what? This card should be able to do pretty good for mining whenever I'm not gaming on it. So, I mean, it's got multiple purposes. That's one thing that we all love about GPUs, right, guys? Yo. So the 4070 should have a target power, board power at about 200 watts. The Ti will be about 285 watts. The CUDA cores on the Ti will be 7,680 versus the 4070 will be 5,888. We all know that they're going to have it cut down a little bit, but for the most part, it is going to be the same card. But because the one core is cut down a little bit, it's going to limit the absolute boost frequency on the non-Ti, and that's where you're going to get like probably about a 15-ish% difference between the two cards. It's not going to be like the huge, but it's like typically the Ti uses a little bit more power. You get a little bit more, you get a little bit more thermal headroom on there. They perform a little bit nicer, but again, it's not always about trying to use every single watt that's necessary. Sometimes the 4070 in certain cases will do just as good as the Ti, if not sometimes better, because it's not doing it for all the wattage. And that was sometimes the case that even when I was mining 1070 and a 1070 Ti on Ethereum, the power usage on the Ti was a little higher, and the hash rate was a half a mega hash between the two difference for extra wattage. So I mean, in that case, it wasn't worth it. Other cases, you see the difference in hash rate. One will be like 150 hash higher than the other. It's like, okay, I see a little bit of a difference. And, sometimes it does it for a little bit more efficiency, maybe a 5 watt increase, and you're getting a 10% increase in hash rate. Okay, cool. But that's not in every mining instance. So you can't, not all mining software, not all algorithms are the same when it versus Ti versus non-Ti. So don't think that, I have to have the Ti variation in order to be mining with everything. To me, that's not always the case. It's like I would rather go for more efficiency than always just balls to the wall. It's like I have cards that are non-TIs because I was just grabbing them. The price was right on them. And I was like, yep, I can deploy that. Hit that like button. It's not hard. You know it, Crypto Hunter. 100%, bro. You are 100% right. So I mean, it's like don't worry if you have to hold off on purchasing mining gear when it comes down to cards if you're wanting to expand a little bit more right now. Sometimes waiting until the lower product stack comes out. Sometimes the upper product stack also goes on sale too. So just kind of keep that in mind. I mean, I'm not telling you guys how to do your build out your expand your own little operation. But sometimes waiting a little bit of time so that the new freshness is not the new freshness no more, and you get the non-new freshness price cut, where they do that initial 10% price reduction to encourage people to buy the higher product stack as the lower product stack starts coming out. So, this is just my little savvy buyer in me going, if you want to save a couple of bucks, this might be a good venue for you guys to hold off on. And on top of that, mining is kind of, going up and down anyway, all over the place. Same thing with the price of Bitcoin. We got Silvergate Bank. We've got, Silicon Valley Bank that are imploding right now. And that's what the whole, it's because they were startup venture banks. They're taking out a lot of different startup venture capital that has their toes dipped into crypto in one way or another. If it's not just a absolute shitcoin that's being offered out onto the public, that is just taking a nosedive right now. So. I mean, all those, it's like people go, hey, I don't care about the banks. That don't affect me. It's like, yes, it does. It's showing that the banking institutions are having a problem. They're falling apart, and makes this mining stuff. We got to be careful of how we're purchasing our equipment, making sure we're getting it at the right price. You see how I'm correlating this in? We're getting this at the right price. This way, we can deploy as much hardware as possible to be able to hash out our own personal sovereignty. See? Bam. Big brain stuff right there. I'm just saying. That's how I think about things, okay? Call me twisted, call me a conspiracy theorist, but, this is just how my brain works. It's like, if I could sit there and stretch my dollar to go out a little bit further, it's what you do. If you run your operation lean and mean, guys. There is no point on rushing out. The market's junk right now. This is a perfect time to be able to just kind of sit back, save up a little bit of money, and very strategically deploy that in the right areas. I mean, I'm not telling you what to do, but it's just what I would personally be doing myself. That's all it is. That's all it is. And then check it's like, and if you guys are looking for CPUs that also can mine, but what looks like should be able to mine pretty decent too, which will be the Ryzen 7 7800 X3D, 24% faster than the i9 13900K in gaming. It's like, if it's core dependent, AMD is good with a multi-core design setup for gaming. Intel is good for single core development. So it depends on the game that they're pitting it against, and where their benchmark really lies at, right? But there's going to be little things that are going to be a little bit better on it. But when you're dealing with game performance, for the first, for a little while, it has been AMD has been just dominating over Intel overall. Rainbow Siege, they're getting about a 13% overtick. Warhammer 22%. Data 2, that's like, I don't think that's really too hardcore on the CPU, but I'm not sure how good. I've never played it and see how aggressive it is on my system. CS:GO 23% difference. It's like, but where we're going to be seeing that the real performance gain on all of this stuff, especially with the 7800 X3D, and it's going to be 8 cores, 16 thread, 5 gigahertz at 120 watts maximum, 104 megabyte L2 L3 cache on there, 500 for 450, you know, plus tax, be just under or right at that $500 marker. I doubt this thing comes with a cooler or anything like that, so you got to get a cooler for this thing. Yada yada yada. You're $500 in plus a motherboard. You know, we all know how that rolls, right? Motherboard, RAM. But if you're putting one of these together just for mining, guys, being that this thing's going to have 16 threads of mining goodiness, and you'll be able to overclock the snot out of this thing. You should be able to comfortably, while mining on here, probably get about 4.8 gigahertz mining on all cores on this thing. So this thing should be able to do just as good as my Threadripper, my 1950X Threadripper, mining wise here. If you're trying to mine some of that Monero. So I mean, and if you guys are mining Monero and you're mining it in Linux, or you're mining it on Windows, not using an Hive or something like that, but if you're directly mining with like XM Rig, you should probably join the Patreon link down below. I have a thing in there where I can get you 0% dev fee on there. So check that stuff out. He's like, I just need a cheaper 7000 series motherboard. Facts, dude. Absolute facts. I wish some of this stuff was cheaper. I mean, AMD back in the day, the reason why I started building on AMD to begin with was that AMD was like the reasonably priced CPU, a reasonably priced motherboard for a good performance of what you're doing. Just saying. Never had a problem with them. And now they're trying to, because they're giving more performance than Intel, they think they can now charge Intel price. It's like, oh man, come on, what about the little guys? Little guys now can get the older the low tier hardware now. Oh, the peasants can now have the Ryzen 5 7600. It's still not a bad CPU at the end of the day, guys. 6 core, 12 thread, 5.1 gigahertz, 65 watt chip, dude. It's gonna do what you want it to do. Is it gonna get you? It'll be probably just underneath my Threadripper performance. It's like for $300. Not really a bad option in my opinion. It's like if you're trying to build brand new on a brand new platform, not bad. Used to be able to build a tri-core units for $250 all in. Phenom 2 X3s were only like $90. Exactly, man. I started building on the Phenom Athlon series, dude. The very first gens on those. I mean, you're talking 16, 17 years ago. It's like, oh yeah. I mean, it's like I go back to my oldest GPU that I've got here, still have, is my GTX 550 Ti with a whole whopping 1 gigabyte of GDDR3 RAM. Lightning speeds. Gives you brand new PhysX. Oh yeah. I think I built that whole system for like monitor, keyboard, everything for like probably around $800-900 all in. Oh, nice. You had a GT 350s. Oh, that's awesome. Right. Oh, yeah, because, like, discrete GPUs was for the rich. And, the rich and famous. Uh, so, I mean, with the new Ryzen stuff coming out, we know that they're going to be really good with mining Monero or any CPU mining coin. Intel no longer is really the go-to for mining on CPU. So anything in the 7000 series class is going to do very, very well mining, and should be pretty power efficient. I mean, for even what my Threadripper does, I mean, these newer Ryzens do way better on the power performance. My Threadripper is just more brute force than anything else. It's the enthusiast line, and I know it. If I wanted something more economical, I would probably just go ahead and get myself one of these newer Ryzens and just call it a day. Get like the 7900X on it. And a motherboard going, and just call it a day, and I'd have no problem, sitting there running that, and I'd be able to save a little bit of wattage. But I wanted to build the Threadripper line because I like how the Threadripper. There's certain perks of the Threadripper. I mean, with multi-core performance and stuff like that. So if you're using it like for workspace design, like 3D CAD stuff, or if you're doing rendering of videos and stuff like that, Threadripper is the way to go. It's like the poor man's like server. At the end of the day, it's good for everything. Not really so good on like just straight up gaming, but it still does a job. I have no problems. Oh my god, Tiger Direct. Oh yeah, Tiger Direct sold bare bone packages for like $200. Yeah, I know you cannot beat the PCIe lanes available in the Threadrippers. I know you just cannot. The Threadripper lineup, you're like, hey, I just want to brute force it. Threadripper, here you go. Oh. In the 1950X, it gets like 1100. It gets like, what is it, 11 kilohash on fucking 11, almost 12 kilohash on Monero for like 165 watts. Not bad. And then, if you guys are looking for it, guess what? Check this out. NVIDIA GeForce 30 series Founder series are no longer available for sale through any of the direct listings from manufacturer. All that means, guys, is that they've blown through all the Founders Edition stock. They're all out in the wild now. NVIDIA has done their job to selling off their cards all first before all the AIB partners did. Because NVIDIA likes to screw over their AIB partners. But now the only way to really get a Founders Edition is on the secondhand market, guys. So you're either buying them used or buying them from scalpers. That's going to be basically the only way to grab them now. Which kind of sucks because like the Founders Editions were not bad overall. I've had people that tell me that they've had issues with it. I've got a couple. I've got a Founders Edition, a bunch of them, and realistically, they all perform the same right across the board. I can put the same overclocks on them. I particularly have zero issue with them. I got a bunch of them that are in server cases, so they get the airflow that they need on there. So I've got no heat lag on it. What up, Tech Man? Look at Newegg and let them know what you guys would like to get on sale. Newegg live on Monday is asking for product recommendations for 7 Oh, for one of their shows, huh? I don't know what I want them to have on sale. There's not a whole lot that they have that where their prices are like bad. I mean, like, we would all like to see all their GPU prices be, at a more reasonable, fair rate. But we have no control over that one. They put GPUs on sale more often without bundling it. Trying to get Biostar mining mobos. Yeah, but they're gonna want too much for it. That's gonna be my problem with it, man. I keep seeing them and they're expensive now. Wow. Boards that I used to see for like $40 are now like $300. It's like, what the heck? He just like, I just want A750s, but they're already pretty cheap. Just ordered one today. Nice, dude. Nice. That is pretty cool. That is pretty cool. Let's see here. And kind of give it a little bit of an update here. If you guys are mining Dynex at all, you're going to want to check this out. SRB Miner Multi it'll increase your yield a little bit, and it will increase stability of your mining rigs. So if you guys have been using the Dynex Solve Miner, I don't know about you, but I got so tired of fighting the bloody miner itself. As soon as I switched over my Hive OS miners and my Simple Miner OS on here. I've got my Windows miner on here, and I was able to get everything configured and worked out on how to actually set this up. So I wanted to make sure that I knew how to do it across all the platforms. What's nice about this, if you guys just Google SRB Miner Multi version 2.2.0, it'll bring you right here, guys. And if you're mining on Hive, if you come right down to here, it's got custom miner for Hive. You can just sit here and copy and paste this in, and where you would paste this in, guys, would be, that's the Simple Miner one. You'd paste that into the installation URL. That will fill out the SRB Miner custom Dynex Solve. Just click in and put wallet like this, percentage WAL, capitalized percentage. Put your pool down, pool password to get into it, and then you can sit there and put in the extra configurations to get everything working on here. It is very important that the very last thing you have in here is the GPU ID. Depending on, you can sit there and put as many zero exclamation part zero, as many numbers and exclamation points as you want. So you can have 0 through 20. And it's not going to make a difference at that, but you need to make sure that you have enough of numbers on here to cover for the amount of GPUs you're actually utilizing. Otherwise, it'll fire up and you'll be like, why is that one not mining? And you go back in here and you're like, oh, I'm missing one. And you have to put that in. It'll relaunch the miner. It just takes time. So this is how you're going to want to set it up. And then when you have the wallet in here, for what I've been doing is I just put my wallet address into here. So in this brackets, you just fill it out for your wallet address. That's why I left it like this. If you guys happen to be using Simple Miner OS, guys, this is the way to do that. You give your miner a group configuration name on here. What's nice about, what I like about Simple Miner OS is that they're really quick to make sure that the latest miners are in here. So SRB Miner Multi V2.2.0 was already in Simple Miner, ready to go for me to utilize. So this is the batch configuration file for this. So anywhere there's a parentheses and anywhere there's parentheses, just put in that stuff. So I've got your pool and port number here, your wallet, your worker name, and then everything else is the same, and it will work flawlessly in Simple Miner. And it's pretty much the same thing. You can almost transpose all of this here, and it works directly onto Windows. Windows side, you don't need the -- API enable. That's just so that Simple Miner can get the hash rate from the miner. So that's all you really need to do, and it will, it'll double your hash rate and make the rig more stable. To me, that's a bloody win. And then, of course, guys, if you haven't checked it out yet, also, you'll have to do a little bit of configuration on this. But they have the LOL Miner 1.70. They've got the Hive on there. Hive does not have this updated yet. Simple Miner didn't have it when I was looking a couple of days ago. They might have it updated now. Like I said, Simple Miner is usually a little quicker about updating, making sure it's at the latest miner. But Hive, as of right now, does not have the LOL 1.70 as of whenever I looked the other day on this. So I doubt that they have it now. So you'll have to sit there and make a custom miner again for this. So if you guys are mining Nexa, this will give you about a 2 to 3% hash rate bump at the same wattage. So you don't have to do anything. You get a little bit more hash rate off the deal. Makes things a little bit more efficient. So good stuff. So I mean, it's like, but again, this is more for if you are mining Nexa. So I mean, it's just trying. During this bear market, we get a little bit of efficient miners coming on board here. We got SRB Miner making things a little bit more efficient. We got LOL Miner making things a little bit efficient, and then we get two banks that implode on themselves right at the same flipping time with all of this stuff. So we're just sitting here in limbo going, guys, what do we mine now? You know what I'm saying? And depending on where you're looking at for mining information, right? We're either going to be looking at what to mine or hash rate.no, right? It's like if you've got let's say 123090s, right? And you're like, let's see here, you're at 11 cents per kilowatt hour, right? What according to them, what should we be mining, right? We got Elf, we got Caspa, we've got Xano, Ciro, Cortex, Nyaxa. Let's see here. You go to hashrate.no. Let me refresh this real quick here. Pretty much it's trying to say that that everything should be mining Dynex here. Depending on how you're looking at it. Some cards they're suggesting to be on Nexa. Like if you have a 3080 12 gigabyte one, it should be on Nexa. If you got a 3070 laptop, I don't recommend mining on laptop, people. Please don't be mining on laptop. That's how fires are started, dude. I'm just saying. RX 580s, they're saying it's actually, you could be, if you have an RX 580, you could be mining Dynex and making it a whole whopping 2 cents a day. You're gonna get rich quick, man. That's how you earn Lambos. 2 pennies at a time. Yeah. I mean, it's like we are teetering back onto the brink of like pretty much a lot of stuff's no longer profitable. I mean, you're able to pay for the electric at least. I guess I can give you that. If you have a 4090, you'd be making 72 cents a day. If you have a 7900 XT, you can be making 60 cents a day. A 3090 Ti makes 37 cents a day. And somebody is knocking. Hold on here. People not calling before they come by. It's like, no, I'm streaming. Go away. It's like I mined on my Alienware, oh my god, with the GTX 970M back in 2017. My desk almost caught fire. No automatic beats. I wish I was that cool. I'm not that cool. I wish I was that cool. Cool people the cool kids don't like to come by with all that stuff anymore. I'm an old fart, so cool kids don't come over here anymore. Remember, puff puff pass. Hold on here.
Smoke weed every day.
There you go. Okay, guys, just for you. Just for you guys, okay? Okay? But, it's like you start coming down the product stack here. A 6600 XT making 17 cents a day over its electricity. And this is at 11 cents per kilowatt hour. So, I mean, home mining is still somewhat profitable, but just. It's like once you start coming down far enough down the product stack, here, a 2080 Ti, you're no longer making money. A 1070 Ti is breaking even at 11 cents a kilowatt hour. That means a 1070 Ti is not worth running right now if you're at home. If you've got a P106, shut that shit off. It's losing you a penny a day. A 1070, shut that shit off. It's losing you a penny a day. A 1080 non-TI, losing you 2 cents a day. An ARC A750, losing you money, 2 cents a day. A 1080 Ti, losing you 4 cents a day. Let's see here. A 1050 Ti, you're losing 10 cents a day. A 1060, you're losing 16 cents a day. An A770, you're losing 28 cents a day on top of the electricity that it costs to run it. So I mean, like, you're not making anything on this. Like, my P106 are at full max. I mean, it's like, if you're at home and you're not, and you can absorb the price on it, awesome. Continue to mine on. But personally, I mean, there's going to be that equilibrium point where, okay, the cost of my electricity. Can I get more Bitcoin by taking what I would spend in electricity and buy Bitcoin with it? Or does it make sense to continue to mine, even if it's at a loss? And that is the question that most people have to ask themselves when they're sitting there and mining is, at what point in time do you shut the rigs down? I'll tell you what, I shut rigs down when they fall below profitability. You know, it's like there's a difference between what I was doing with the facility in the very beginning, which is I was running everything full tilt, even though I was at a loss. Why? Because I needed to get my average electric usage up so that I could qualify for cheaper power. I needed to get the average higher. So unfortunately, I had to bite the bullet and mine at a complete loss for months to get the cheaper electric right now. So I mean, I'm reaping a little bit of the benefit of that, but not a whole lot. And then having these two banks blow up, crypto now like in turmoil, looking like crypto is kind of looking like it's found a little bit of a floor. I'm hoping here. I mean, one could only hope at this point. You know, we're only breathing hopium. And here, I could kind of pull this up here. All right. And bam. Give a J style here. But what I'm seeing here, though, is we are now putting in a pennant, guys. We are putting in a bear flag. So we have a definite tightening. We are putting in higher lows, but we are not putting in higher highs. So it is definitely another tightening pattern. It trading out sideways is kind of good for the market. I think they're trying to, people are trying to figure out what the hell's going on with these two banks, and they're freaking out, panicking. I think there's a portion of people that think that the banks are going to get bailed out because basically with Silicon Valley Bank imploding, that is the second largest bank that has failed in history. They're the 16th largest bank in the United States, which will make them, they're almost at that point to where the government has to look at them and go, they're too big to fail. Because they're going to wipe out a lot of different industries right along with them. What up, Kyle? Rosa. What up? The fee to buy sucks. Yeah. Dan, let me send you my L7s. No problem, Crypto Hunter. You can send them over. We're waiting on power. So as soon as we get the 0.5 megawatt worth of power, you'll be able to do that. If you want to make sure that you got a seat, on our shelves, definitely get in the Patreon, get into the DCA your mining, and make sure that you're in that VIP tier so that you can make sure that you get first dibs to send your rigs over to the family mine. Yo. So, I mean, what we're going to be, I'm hoping that we're not going to continue to dip down any further. I'm not sure how much more market push down that everybody has. I think what we're seeing now is the market really nominally reacting to it. So, I think that the consolidation phase right now is a good thing. And I don't think that, because basically the market was already kind of coming down already before these two banks imploded. So Silvergate and Silicon Valley, because they're not direct crypto companies, I don't think that it's gonna really negatively impact markets as bad as what some people really think. It might affect some shit coins here and there, but overall, I really don't see this being a huge issue. To me, it's more cleansing of the market. I think that there is a lot of market noise out there that needs to just be liquidated out. Market needs to be consolidated down so that true asset discovery price can actually be starting to get priced into Bitcoin the way it should be. It's like, you guys want to see Bitcoin price go up? You want to see your altcoin bag go up? We need to consolidate some of these $25,000 cryptocurrencies so that the price stops getting diluted into garbage and starts going more into proper asset classes like Bitcoin. So, you know, that's just my take and, you know, turn in. But I really think that I think that both these banks are going to get bailed out. Or like Kyle Rosa is saying, bail in, and it's going to be at the expense of John Q. taxpayer. Unfortunately, that's us, and you know, we get to take another knock. You know, 2008, you know, wiping out the middle class wasn't enough. We need to wipe out the lower class so that they're now just a bunch of serfs. I mean, it'll be to a point where, you know, it's like people are just free. You know, we have a homeless problem for a reason, because we keep on shitting on the people that the people are getting shit on by the very people that are, you know, that these politicians are saying that they're helping. And oh wow. Oh. Do not take this is not financial advice, guys. And you're hearing me going, oh. So the DCA oscillator just printed a green green dot. A double green dot. We might have a market reversal here, guys. That's saying buying opportunity. Whenever you see like the double green dots on the DCA oscillator, that's usually a good buying point. Hold on, guys. I do take my own advice, guys. Yep. Let's see here. I'm going to buy 50 bucks worth of Bitcoin right here. We're going to smash buy some Bitcoin right now. Done. Bam. So I just bought 50 bucks worth of Bitcoin just because I saw this chart print out a double green dot. I'm not telling you guys what to do. Do whatever you want. I'm just telling you what I do when I see stuff like this. He's like, FDIC insurance only covered 1% on the bank run. Yeah. I kept on, I tell people, if there's a true bank run here in the United States, FDIC insurance can only cover 10% of all the bankers out there. And nobody here, not me, not you, none of us here watching are in that top 10%. So we get screwed. This is why Bitcoin. This is why Bitcoin, 100%. This is why me and Mikkel are setting up a facility for mining so that we can also, you know, give you guys a better cost of operation. So we are almost at that 1 hour marker, guys. So, guys, there's not enough FAs in the Chizity chat. I'm just saying. There is definitely not enough FAs here. That there be a problem. We need more FAs. And so little updates at the facility. We're just kind of trying to get a feel for the contracts with the power company, making sure that what we're doing is like the right move with them, making sure everybody's, you know, good on all fronts on this moving forward. And then I'm trying to figure out, you know, how bad is this going to hurt me to try to get all the funding for this. Yes, Tech Man, because DCA Adventure is rated F for fucking awesome. Yo! Yeah, that's right, that's right. Tech Man's the only one that thinks that this is FA, man. Bro, you're awesome. You're out freaking standing. But yeah, I think that you know, once we get the agreement going, we'll be able to get everything else going in the facility. As soon as we move forward with that, you know, I'll be able to breathe easy. You guys will have a home for your rigs, and everybody will be happy. You'll be a little bit more profitable than you are right now at your home. I'm just saying. And your rigs will be happily taken care of, be all fully underneath your control. You just get a bill from us, and we watchdog your stuff. They're in a safe, secure location with video surveillance, security, insurance, all that good stuff. I've got over $1 million worth of insurance on the facility, guys. So when I say I got you guys covered, you guys are covered. As always, if you're sending your rigs over, I always recommend to get supplemental insurance on top of your stuff. It's like yes, you might get an apartment, and yes, the apartment owner has insurance for the building, but then you as the renter should have renter's insurance just to cover all of your awesome valuables, right? Just saying. Same thing. I mean, the insurance will cover it depending on. There's a lot of equipment in there. I'll have to up my insurance on it, of course, but you know, there'll be a point where it's only going to cover so much. It's kind of diminishing returns, you know. I can only put so many millions of dollars worth of insurance on there. Before the insurance company just goes, we don't have an option for you, and it's just going to be like, oh, okay. So once we get the power in there, we'll get you guys in there, and everything will be amazing. Only way an economy recovers is to get rid of corruption. 100%. 100%. The country has gone lame, and we need to fix it. You don't need to kill the lame horse. You can sit there and you take a look at its hoof and you fix it from the hoof level. You know, if it's got a good foundation to stand on, everything else seems to work. Well, we don't have a good foundation right now, boys and girls. We can fix that. It just takes time. So with that being said, guys, definitely smash that Lizzie like button, subscribe, hit the bell notification, all that good stuff, fellas. All that good stuff. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Let me see if anybody else is live streaming too. Yes. We have chump change. So I've got the redirect. It's like, and then be like, we all know it's implied that we know what needs to be done, and It starts from the government. You know, we need new people at the wheel in all levels of the branches. That's realistically what it is. But until we get that, all we can do is buy gold, silver, Bitcoin, bullets. And with that being said, thank you everybody for being here. Certainly join the Patreon, join the Discord, links down below. Smash that lizard like button and all of that good stuff. Peace out, stay savage, and may your hash be low. Or, wait a minute, may your watts be low and your hash be high. I will see you all on the next one. Yo. Peace. Gotta like change over here, and it's a little bit more cumbersome because this is not the normal thing. And peace.